Here's why I like the two separate error logs. And if you have this ability, I highly recommend it because it'll for sure speed up. Well, I can't say for sure in your case, like I was just talking about. I don't know you personally, but like 99.9% likelihood this is going to speed up your results. The first error log should be questions you knew how to do but got wrong. So what I mean by you knew how to do it is you actually did recognize the correct strategy, whether that be from a past question or you just intuited it by looking at the question. You're like, cool, I definitely know how to do this. And then when you go back and review it, you're like, yeah, I picked the right approach. I definitely knew the right strategy to use here, but then you still got the question wrong. So there's a lot of reasons that can happen. Usually these are what people would call like execution errors or execution problems. Like you misread the problem, like you picked the right strategy, but you solved for Y and the question was asking for X, or you did 2 + 2 = 5 or something like that. But the reason you want a different error log for that kind of question is that's a totally different type of mistake and in general requires a totally different approach to fixing it than a question you did not have a strategy on when you saw it. So I would recommend having a second error log for questions that you did not know how to do. You did not look at the question and associate it with the strategy, or you looked at the question and associated it with the wrong strategy, or your strategy is not good enough yet. Meaning like you picked a viable strategy, but it took like 10 minutes to get the question right. That's another way of saying like the strategy wasn't good enough or you're not good enough at using the strategy. That's a totally different type of mistake than a question where I picked the exact right strategy and then just did 2 + 2 = 5. And I think when people put those in the same list, they have the right intention. Like they genuinely believe they're going to have different approaches to fixing those. But I just have found in practice that does not happen for whatever reason. But suffice to say that the outcome is what we care about here, irrespective of why that happens in the brain. And so as hopefully very practical business people, we just want to find a good solution. And so that's a very simple, very useful, viable solution is just separate the two lists. It's worth it if you are struggling to build your pattern recognition because it is going to speed it up. But let's just say one of the most obvious reasons that works is if you have two different problems that require two different solutions and you're more easily able to implement the right solution for the right problem, meaning, okay, I missed this because of an execution error versus I missed this because I didn't know the strategy well enough. You're going to get a lot faster results if you use the right tool for the right job.